Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka a day. Today's Shloka is Shloka number 36 of chapter 6. Asamyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vashyatmana tu yatata shakyo vaptumupayataha. Asamyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vashyatmana tu yatata shakyo vaptumupayataha. Asamyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vashyatmana tu yatata shakyo vaptumupayataha. Please recite after me. Asamyatatmana yogo
Asamyatatmana yogo
dushprapa iti me matihi
Dushprapa iti me matihi
vashyatmana tu yatata
vashyatmana tu yatata
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
Asamyatatmana yogo
Asamyatatmana yogo
dushprapa iti me matihi
dushprapa iti me matihi
vashyatmana tu yatata
vashyatmana tu yatata
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
Asamyatatmana yogo
Asamyatatmana yogo
dushprapa iti me matihi
dushprapa iti me matihi
vashyatmana tu yatata
vashyatmana tu yatata
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
shakyo vaptumupayataha.
Word for word meaning and translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Asamyata,
Samyata
unbridled.
unbridled
Atmana,
atmana
by the mind.
by the mind.
Yogaha,
Yoga
self-realization. Dushprapaha, difficult to obtain.
difficult to obtain.
Iti, thus. Me, my. Matihi, opinion. Vashya, controlled. Atmana,
Atmana
by the mind.
by the mind.
Tu, but. Yatata, while endeavoring. Shakyaha, practical. Avaptum, to achieve. Upayataha, by appropriate means. Translation. For one whose mind is unbridled,
for one whose mind is unbridled,
self-realization is difficult work.
self-realization is difficult work.
But he whose mind is controlled
But he whose mind is controlled
and who strives by appropriate means is assured of success. That is my opinion.
That is my opinion. Yeah.
So, so we've had 2 shlokas where Arjuna has expressed his apprehension about being able to control the mind. And in 2 shlokas, Lord Krishna has given clarification as well as encouragement. So we are in that section of this chapter 6, where the mind seems to be the main obstacle in practicing yoga, especially dhyana yoga. Here, Krishna is saying that yoga practice without mental control is just a waste of time. So self-realization is not something that can be the goal of somebody whose mind is not even under control. Prabhupada writes in the purport that it's trying to light a fire while at that same time pouring water onto the kindlings. Unbridled means uncontrolled. So essentially, mind control is a prerequisite for yogic success. But Krishna also says that proper endeavor and proper process is necessary to bridle the mind. Proper endeavor and proper process. So for us, making resolutions alone will not help us. We need to reconstruct our mind. So for example, if a floor is slanting in one particular direction, and if you pour water, the water will naturally flow down in the direction of that incline. So there are 2 meanings to the word inclination. Inclination, one is the angle, and inclination is one is the propensity. So here, in this case, if the floor is inclined towards one direction and you pour water, it's going to go in that direction. If you want the water to flow in the opposite direction, you have to reconstruct the floor angle. So inclination matters in determining the flow of our consciousness. If you want your consciousness to flow towards Krishna, then your inclination should be developed towards Krishna. Your mind has to be rested in Krishna. And your mind can rest in Krishna when you've understood that the mind is the source, that rather Krishna is the source of all pleasures. So simply by mantra chanting, we can conquer this turbulent mind. So all of us have to follow some rules and regulations in life. We adhere to certain customs, certain routines, certain schedules. We have certain obligations. So some structure is necessary. But too much structure can also be very restrictive. So we have to find a balance. Structure can either be too restrictive, or if it is balanced, it can be liberating. So even the simplest of choices, if you have to make a decision on, where to go for a vacation or which house to buy, your mind just is in turbulence. Just trying to make one simple decision, your mind just puts you in so many constraints. So knowing that the mind has a tendency to agonize over the smallest of things, it's best that you redirect your mind, reconstruct your mind towards Krishna, right? So Krishna has said the process is not easy, but nevertheless it must be followed. But Krishna is not going to tell you what is the easiest process in this particular chapter. we have to wait till the 8th chapter in the 14th shloka, where the Lord tells us that Bhakti Yoga is the easiest process. So in the 8th chapter, the Lord compares Dhyana Yoga to Bhakti Yoga. And in that process, he uses the word Sulabha. Sulabha means easy. He's saying Bhakti Yoga is the easiest thing to do. So in 2 verses, Arjuna has expressed his skepticism or apprehension. In 2 verses, Krishna has given his reassurance or clarification and encouragement. So the ultimate game changer for us is that we have to remember that we always have to remember Krishna and we always have to serve Krishna. So how do we deal with the mind? With patience, with persistence, and with detachment. In the next shloka tomorrow, the 2 statements made by Krishna here creates a doubt in Arjuna's mind. What is that doubt? What about that sadhaka who gives up or is unable to control the mind? So we mentioned yesterday, we have to monitor the mind and we have to mentor the mind. But to do this, we need patience, we need persistence, and we need detachment. That's the essence